No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. It's like we have one SQL installer. Okay. Okay, like this MySQL installer web community based on latest version I installed. So if you click on this means it will ask like this. Okay, see, already I got a installed, so only it is showing what kind of installations, add, modify, upgrade, remove. This installer page it came, but if you click on that means it will follows the what and all configurations, and nothing is there. Just to execute. If you go next execute means it will configure automatically, and finally we have to click on that and we have to configure. Okay, add, if you click on add or modify, okay, you have options like this, and you just choose the which version SQL MySQL version you want and just choose that. Okay, already I installed this, so only it's not showing. I'm just showing the how we are going to install. So I'm going to move this product to install. So once I product is moved means I can able to install my 5.7 version. Okay,
Okay.
so like this, I'm going to install and I'm going to set up the password. Once this product got installed means, okay, it will ask some username password and you have to save something username password based on your configurations. Okay, if you once you got installation is done means how the dashboard means, once you click on that this icon, in this way you will get the MySQL workbench, and one more installer thing is there. One second. See, MySQL workbench community. Okay, if you click on this means it will give the setup for you to workbench to see the insert queries, I mean information regarding your application. For example, you have a username password for Gmail. So really you don't know where the username password is validating them, right? Google how they are validating your username password, you don't know, but somewhere they are storing your username password in their DB, I mean their server. So this is called as a server or workbench or some information storage, DB. Okay, database. Any
Okay.
doubt? Okay, once we click on this root means you will get the, yes, see how it will be, what and all this some management, how we are going to manage import export. You want to import export, like for example in Java how we are going to export the application, the same way if you want to export the DB, uh, such kind of options, how we have everything they are showing here. Okay, and what we want means we need a schemas is nothing but database names. So currently I created one database like NVS Tech. Okay, so how we are going to create the DB means schema for our new DB. For example, you created this is new for me. Okay, once you click on this means we are getting here, nothing is DB I created, so only NVS Tech is there, but before that nothing is there. So for that, how we are going to create the schema? Okay, first create schema name based on your name, whatever your name, just give the your name whatever you want. Okay, instead of NVS just give some, what is that? Okay. CSP. Okay, I'm going to run the schema. See, execute. This is the option to execute. Okay, just to refresh this. You got a okay.
Okay.
Yeah, here you just observe here we have a four kinds of things to store the data. One form is tables, one form is views, one more way is not storing. It's a stored procedure to select the information from these tables or views or anywhere. And functions. For example, function is nothing but like for example, you want to do the addition of two numbers like how you are creating the methods in Java. The same way, how we are going to create the functions and how we are going to create procedures. Procedures is nothing but like one kind of function only. Here, input, output, if input what we are giving, what output is coming. All the information we are going to set up in a stored procedure and functions. Okay, it's like a methods how work in Java methods how it is working. The same way in a SQL also we have some procedures and some functions. Based on that we can able to do some operations on our data. Maybe addition of salary, highest salary, maybe average of the employees or average of the salary, aggregate functions. These all are the we may define in our own way. You guys are getting or getting in, I'm making any confusion? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you guys are getting confusion or you guys are following me?
No confusion.
No, no, no,
Okay,
nothing.
yeah, thank you. If you have a doubt means please let me know. Okay,
Okay,
so
sure.
now I created tables like a student table, customer table, account table, and how we are creating. So how we are going to create the table. Once we create the schema, first we have to say like use CSP. Okay, I mean we have to use the CSP. I mean I want to create the tables. For example, now we'll see I want to create the table for customer in a CSPDB schema. Okay, now I'm creating the employee table. Just see the syntaxes. And one more thing, data types under. Just see this syntax. Okay, so create the syntax for creating the table. Create table, table name. So here I want to change what is the table name I want to create. So maybe student or maybe employee or maybe anything. It is a okay. And the data types. You guys knows right what kind of data types we have available in our Java?
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of data types we have?
Int,
We
float,
have eight, we have eight
string.
data types.
Okay, the same eight we have in a DB also, in a SQL also. Any SQL, it's a MySQL, Oracle, or anywhere we have the same kind of thing, but the naming different, naming convention, naming things will be different. That's it. Like for example, if you see means see big int, maybe int also is there. So advance of int is big int. Binary form, it's like a zeros ones. Bit form, your data is going to stored in the form of bits. Blob, so many, like a blob means it's like a huge data. If you want to store means we go for the blob. So like that, boolean means it's like a true or false. Character, date, data type. So all kind of data types how we see float, float 4. I mean advanced, I mean based on storage, the types of data types will be saved. See float, float 4, float 8, like that. Okay, and if you want to store the any data like a string or something like that means we have a nchar, vchar, so nchar, nvarchar. So this is a like a string kind of data type. If you want to store means you have to use this nchar. Like for example, I want to store the name, okay, and for the data type some other things. So just I'll take the already backup query, okay, how we are going to use. See, I told right, we have a integer, we have a varchar or n varchar means more than a huge data you want to store. For example, one full document, a full 10 lines of data you want to store means you just go for the n varchar. So we have a varchar means you want to store the string values like a first name, last name, email. For these all kind of information, we go for the varchar. So just remember why I'm telling this all data types, how the data types is available in Java everywhere. It's not only in this DB. Every DB we have a same kind of data types, but the small naming convention will differ. Okay. So
Okay.
here what I'm trying to give means create a table if not exist. For example, already in my NVS Tech already have a student table. Sorry, employee table is not there. If maybe student table is already is there means if I'm trying to add the one more employee table means I want to check my NVS Tech have a employee table means please, if you exist means don't create the table, okay. If not exist only just create the table, okay. If I didn't give this also it will work, but thing is unnecessarily going to app, I mean this action will happen, okay. If I use the if not exist means it won't create the table in our DB, okay. So if I'm going to create this table, yes, see, my table is got successfully created. Here is showing, right? So if you go and refresh this schema means, see, here I employee is created. But I want to create a table in a NVS Tech, okay? So how I need to do means use NVS Tech. Okay, before I what I told, just use a CSP like that I told. So only that table whatever I created, that table is created under the CSP schema. But I want a table under the NVS Tech. You have to use this command, use NVS Tech. Okay, now you just create the table, same employee table. Okay, just refresh this. See, you got right what is happening. If you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to create the tables under the NVS Tech means you have to say NVS Tech use the NVS Tech schema. Otherwise, you have to say like CSP schema. For example, I don't want to bother about how many schemas available in my server. I want to say I want to make it to work to use the proper schema means I simply add one command like nvs take dot. Okay,
Okay.
you don't need to worry about which schema and where we are using. You know where you have to store, which schema you have to store. Simply use like this schema name. In this schema name, I'm creating the employee table. This is the
Okay.
main of this.
Nilavni, what is
Yeah.
this after varchar? Varchar, there's a 55, 55. There's a numeric something, na? What is
These
this?
lines of characters I can able to store in an email.
Okay.
55 elements or characters can able to store in a last name. Okay,
Okay.
size of the column. This is the type. This is how many elements we can able to store. We can able capacity of the first name. We are allowing 55 elements like characters.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you got right? Any
Yeah.
doubt?
Noted now.
Okay. So create how we are going to create the table. Having any doubt?
No, not from my side.
So next. So for example, you guys, I want to see the how many tables are available in my DB. Okay. Show tables. In my NVS Tech, what and all tables is available. For example, you went to the one company, so there you don't know what you have to do. They said one simple table name, but you didn't identify. Maybe you are able to see here only 10 elements, like four tables. But in a organization level, you may see it's a banking domain means it's like a huge tables you can able to see. So we can't get which tables which db or something like that. So you for that time you want to see the all the tables means just use this command. Okay,
Okay.
show the tables and drop the table. For example, I don't want to maintain the students data. I want to drop the table. How I need to remove the data table from my, for example, in CSP I'm going to drop the employee table. Okay, so drop syntaxes for dropping table. I mean, drop means removing the table from the CSP schema. So drop from, what is the table name? What is the schema name?
CSP
So from where schema we are removing the employee table?
from
Which
CSP
schema? Yes, CSP dot employee.
employee.
So one second, employee table only. Oh, sorry, delete from. Okay, this is the syntax. Draw table, that particular schema, and that particular table. I'm removing from the my schema. Okay, I'm
Okay.
going to execute this. Okay, if you go and refresh this and see, there is no tables, nothing is there in this. Okay, I mean, how we are going to create the tables means before you see, and what kind of data types you have means you have a list of data types like a same in Java, how you have int, float, double, uh, string, everything, but the naming convention will be different. Okay, and coming to the how we are going to remove the tables from the schema. So this is the way: drop table, table name along with the schema name. Okay,
Okay,
any
got it.
doubt?
No, Nilam.
Yes. So till now we seen how we are going to create the table and how we are going to drop the table also. But I want to store the data also, right? I want to store my data. So for example, I have an employee. I want to edit the employee details. Okay. Okay. So nothing currently, I'm trying to select the data from the table. Okay. I want to insert the data. Okay. So syntax is for inserting the data to the employee. See this. So this is a schema name. This is the insert query. Syntax is like insert into. What is the table name? We are taking employee, right? Okay. I'm trying to give the employee name. So what and all columns is there? What and all columns we have in employee? Employee ID.
By name, last name, my first
Yes.
name, last name, and email and date of birth.
Yes. Yes. So all columns. Maybe if you want how many columns you want to store, that also you can able to give here. For example, I want to store only three values. Okay. So employee ID 1, Neelaveni, and last name is Ramireddy. Okay. And I'm just removing remaining data. Okay. I'm not giving the email ID and date of birth. Okay. Is it possible to insert? Yes. How much data you want to store, you can able to do. So now I want to select the data from the table, means this is the syntax for selecting the old data from the table. So select star means all columns from, what is the table name? Employee table. So in this way, I'm going to get the information from my employee table. Not only from employee, so every table. How to retrieve the data from the table means select command we are going to use. If you want to, I mean, how we are going to add or insert the data to DB means which command we have to use?
Insert, insert into.
Yes, yes, insert into. So what this syntaxes I will write in above, like insert into table name. Okay. So all columns, like for example, column 1 comma column 2, okay, so on. And values, and you have to give the values properly, like 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, something like this. Two columns we gave, right? This is the syntaxes, like this is the values, value 1 comma value 2. Okay, is there any problem in identifying the call insert query? Syntax
No,
for insert query clear?
yes, no.
Okay. So this is the way we are going to insert the data to the employee table or any table. Okay. But I want to update the data. I want to update the data for email address and date of birth for my employee ID. How we are going to do? So activities, I want to update the data. Okay. Employee ID, I want to update. How we are going to update the data? Update table name. What is the table name?
NV,
I'll
NV
see
Tech,
the
NVS Tech.
table name. Set is the command. So which one I'm trying to add email address? I'm just giving the syntax and then I'll add. So where is the clause? So at particular employee ID and particular specific row I have to update means I'm going to use the where condition. Okay.
Okay,
You have only one employee, so you don't want to use the where condition also, it's going to affect. For example, I don't want to give the where condition. Simply table name. What is the table name? This is the
NVS Tech.
syntax for writing the update query for your table. Okay. This currently is the employee is our table. Okay. Now email address, for example, neela@gmail.com. I want to store this. Okay. Okay, maybe email address, wrong column I used. 1 second. So email, correct only. Update table name. Syntax is table, update table name. Okay, there is no table. Okay. Syntax is update table name, set email ID. There is no table. Okay. So if you are going to run this means again got updated, or why it is throwing means there equal to 1. You are using the update mode and try to update without where clause. Use a key column to disable safe mode. Actually, we have some permissions. Okay, how to set safe mode. One command is there for that. While updating the data means we need some permissions. So for that only it is throwing error to me. Yes. Okay, this is the command to make it to do the update for our employee. Set safe SQL updates. Okay, you got right. Now
Okay.
we'll see the results. Okay. Sorry, it's not even affected. I think so. Oh, its row is affected. Where is that? Okay, I'll use the schema name NVS Tech. Employee, same only.
Nilamni,
Yes.
in table, email is in capital letter. So maybe this is
No,
effective.
it's not like that. It will work actually.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I will check and yes. No, that is not a problem. You can give the column names, employee, everything is different also. I mean, it's in some DBs, it's a case sensitive. Like if it is a small letters means you have to give the small letter only. Like that it will be there. But here you don't bother about the thing is the column name should be same. There is no case sensitive and all. It's a capital E, capital small e, this and all. It won't be a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So now I updated Gmail account. So how I updated the table? So update command, okay, call table name and set more than, if you want to update more than one column, okay, simply use comma dob equal to, I have to say like 2022, for example, I want to say something like this. Okay, and we'll see the data. Okay, are you getting me? How it is affecting to our DB?
Yeah,
8
yeah.
out in update statement.
No.
More than one column, how we are going to update, and one column, how we are going to update. And based on a specific column ID, how we are going to update. So we have a where clause for specified specific column, we are going to update with that where clause. Okay, this is a regarding about how to create the table, how to insert the table, how to update the table. And I want to delete, I think for example I want to create one more insert. Okay, I'm just giving something like that. Okay, I'm just creating one more insert query. So now my employee details are like this. So here I want to delete the data, Anshika data, where employee ID equals to 2. Okay. If I want to didn't use the specific column means I have to use the where clause. If I don't want to use the specific column, I want to delete the all the data means delete delete from employee table. If I use this command means the old data, these two lines or hundred thousands multiple, how much data is available in this table, that data will erase. But I don't want to do that. I want to delete only specific data. For example, employee ID equal to 2. I want to remove. Got affected, right? Then we'll see the results of the employee. Yes. Now there is no Anshika employee, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to how the delete operations will happen, this is the way we have to do the delete operations. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any doubt? Update, delete, insert, or create.
No, no, no.
So next, if I give the any, somebody is going to ask the insert query and all, you just remember the syntaxes. Okay. Update, table name, set, column 1 equals to value, column 2 equals to value, like that. It's a update query. It's a delete means delete from table name, where a specific thing column you have to remove means like this. Maybe based on more than 2. For example, employee ID 2, and I want to give one more validation. Name also should be same. For example, employee ID, sometimes name is same, but employee ID is different. Correct, right?
Yeah.
But employee ID won't be a same, okay? But name will be same, Anishika. So that time I can able to give the two columns, right? Employee ID is 2 and name should be name, some specific name. So based on that, I'm going to give. I mean, here what I'm trying to say means more than one column also we can check value is equal or not using and or operations. And operation you know or not.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And both.
yes, or not. These all operations we can able to use here. And means Any one is equal to 2 means just execute this delete operation. If it is and means both in that row, the column employee ID need to be 2 and the name of the employee should be a Anshika. So only that data need to delete from that employee. That is the main of this. Okay.
Okay.
Not only here, you can use while update also. You can use while creating not creating a table. It's like inserting the table, not in a where condition. While doing insert, we don't want to use the where condition, but we can able to insert the multiple information like how means insert into, okay, employee, okay, what and all columns. I'm writing a different way, okay, just observe this. No one will say like this. First name, comma, last name. Okay. I want to write select these 3 columns. How I am inserting the data to delete from select query. From employee. So what is the mean of this? Select start. What is the mean of this? I'm selecting the data from the employee. What and all information I'm selecting? Employee ID, first name, last name. This information just try to insert employee like that I'm telling. Okay. We'll see
Okay.
is it execute or not. Does not exist. Okay, maybe I did a wrong key extra. Inserted right, but duplication. Yes, duplicate data, right? Definitely it will be true. But see, my intention is there is no duplicate data and all in this tables and all actual db and all. I'm trying to give the input how you can able to utilize the insert into in a different way. That is my intention. Okay.
Okay.
So now I insert the data using the select statement. So from like this, you can able to do, maybe it's like a so many ways you can able to do the insertion. Okay. I mean, here is simple select statement is there. Maybe 400 lines of select statement also there using a different multiple tables information. I'm going to store in a single table. That and all is there. Okay. Okay. Any doubt from select statement or insert query, update, and using where clause? This and all? Any
No, no,
doubt?
no, no.
Yeah. And coming to joins, we have a joins. Okay. And before that, I have to say primary key. And here you've seen, right? Employee ID and the employee, it's allowing the duplicates, right? Correct or wrong? Here we are allowing the duplicates, but I don't want to make it my column to allow the duplicates and all. So for that we have one some kind of constraints, like what and all is means primary constraint and secondary sorry, primary constraint and what is that, foreign key. Okay, one second, I'll show you here. Okay, primary key, nothing is there. The same employee, as you are going to create the table, right? While creating the table, you have to one more thing, you have to add constraint. Okay, the primary key value name and make it as primary key is the key value, and you have to make it which one is the primary key. Okay, which column is the primary key. I'm taking in these four columns, I'm making customer ID need to be in a queue. Correct only, right? Employee ID need to be in a queue. Customers means customer ID need to be in a queue. So only, so no customer IDs won't be same, right? In a
Yeah.
customer table. So far that only for avoiding the duplicates and all, we are making one column as a primary key. Okay.
Okay.
This is the way we are going to add the primary key. Constraint is the keyword and the constraint name. We are going to give our own way. And this is the key, primary key is the key and which column you want to made as a primary key that we are going to mention under the braces. Okay. And one more thing, one more important key is there. What is that one means? Foreign key. This customer ID is the primary key of this customer table, right?
Yes.
But I want to pay the amount for the order. Okay, just imagine I took the order. I want to pay, right? So I want to pay the data. I mean, amount means that is recording to the payments table, like a account table, right?
Yes. Yes.
Everywhere there is no clumsy. All the data should won't be in a single table. Like for example, customer data is different, order table, order details will be different, and account, it's a payment details account table is different, and the customer information, personal information will be differed. So each information we are going to split and we are going to store in a different tables. These kind of information storing, we call it as a normal form, normalization. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, coming to the foreign key. So customer ID is the primary key for the customer table. So that is, we are going to make it is a primary, like a reference key for that uh, account table means that we call it as a foreign key. So how we are going to create the foreign key? Just see here. So constraint, same. This table creation, everything syntax will be different. Sorry, same before how we are used. So see this constraint, how we are adding for the foreign key. So constraint customer account info foreign key. Foreign key is the key value in account number. What is a reference means is a customer ID. I mean customer ID is the foreign key for this table.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Any doubt?
No, 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 no.
Yeah. So account number is account table is referred by the customer ID column in the customer table. Here account table is the how we are creating the inheritance. We are achieving the inheritance in a Java. The same way we have to treat as a parent table and a child table. So we are referring the customer ID to the another table. So account table act as a child table. So that is what we are explaining here. So customer ID is the customer ID we created in a customer table. That is a parent. So for example, you want to use this account ID or account number in another class means that should be a foreign key for that table, but primary key of this table. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And one more thing, we are selecting the huge data, like we have only two columns here. Maybe you have huge number of employees, but you have to select the data in the form of order. Like, for example, I will update this. Edit. Okay. I'll make it update. So here I'm updating the data. While employee here both are same, right? Almost. If I give like this, employee ID equals to 1 means in this both columns is going to affect, right?
Yeah.
So for that, I need to make it a different, right? So for that, what I'm trying to give here, null check I'm doing. Email ID need to be a null. There only just update my, sorry. You guys are getting me what I'm doing?
Yeah, Nenam.
Yeah. Okay, is null only. I want to, comma, I forgot. Okay, coming to here and update this. Okay, it's updated. Let's check. Select data. See, but I want to select the data in the form of 2 1, not from 1 2. Okay, for that, what I'm going to do, order by DSC of which one, column name is what, employee ID. Employee ID need to be a descending order. Employee ID. Oh, sorry. Column name is wrongly added. Okay, see, 2 came first and first came second time.
Okay.
Okay, and coming to the joins, just imagine left to join. You have a two different tables. Okay, two different tables you have. From that two tables, okay, just imagine what I'm trying to say. Okay, you have a two tables, table 1 and table 2. So matching data along with the table 1, how much data, how many columns, how many rows is there, that all data I need. And from second table I need a data is a matching with table 1. What is the importance of join means I need to gather the information from the two different tables based on some conditions. Okay,
Okay.
so just see this, select columns from table 1 and table 2. The keyword is left to join. Okay, on table 1 column name, like for example, if you come to the DB means, so just see the customer table. See, customer table, we have a customer ID and we'll see the account number. Okay, here you seen, right? This account number is nothing but the customer ID. Correct, right? Any doubt?
No, Nenam.
Okay. Customer ID we are inserting in an account table as an account number. So what it means, look, okay, we'll insert some data. Otherwise, okay, nothing is there. Just select star from, okay, account table. Maybe alias name I'm giving. It's a big name, right? Left to join. Left to join with which table? Customer table. See, on a dot What is there in account number? Account number is the customer ID. Correct, right? You seen that table structure, right? While creating foreign key, something like that, we seen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So C dot customer, what is that? Cust ID. Okay, this is the way to we are going to join the tables. In this information, what I'm trying to say means I gave the left to join of account table. So what and all information available in this count account table, all information. For example, you have a 10 rows. That 10 rows it will coming input and left to join with a customer. For example, here I don't have all the data like a 10 rows here, only we have 5 rows. Okay, in a account table you have 10 rows, in a customer table you have a 5 columns. So 5 columns also. Okay, we'll edit and we'll see. One, Leela, last name or, okay, and then here 2, Anishka, some H, and 3, Suresh, some CH. Okay, like this, the customer information is there. Okay, the information regarding customer is done. Now in our account table, okay, its grid is not showing. Editor form read only. Okay. So what and all information is there here? Maybe 3 rows is here. In a customer account table, I don't have any information. Okay. But I'm trying to execute this table. Okay. This, see, nothing data is coming from my results. Why means here I'm using the account table is the left table. So the all information from account table I need to take. In this account table, I don't have nothing, right?
Yeah,
In my DB present, right?
yeah, yeah.
So now what I'm just replacing something and then I'll get some results. Just imagine what I'm doing. Just check properly. Okay. Now I'm going to execute. See what happened? Nothing I did, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what you understand from this?
Now you join, earlier you are joining from account table and now you are joining from customer table.
So what it is telling to us?
Now from customer table, it shows all the data, and for account table, it shows the matching data. The customer ID and account number is same.
Yes. So for that, here if you need all data from customer, unwanted information regarding from account table, in that time you go for the left to join. So which table is the left to join you want and which table is the right join? For example, again I want to make it is not nothing data I don't want, means right join. Okay, simply So if you see means the same before how it work, the same way it is working. So I'm just giving the priority for the account table. First account table is my account table I'm considering here. So I said here account table, right? So
Yeah.
account table, nothing is there. So it definitely it will return empty only. Okay. That
Okay,
is
got
nothing but right join. And again, we have a full join. Okay. Full outer join. It's not that Nina. 1 second. See, right join means how it is. Table 1, table 2. So matching data from table 1 and old data from the table 2. So how many rows available in a table 2, it will returns along with the data from table 1, what and all matches data that will be available in a select statement is nothing but right join. So inner join, I don't want old data from my table 2. I don't want old data from table 1. I want only matching data. Okay. For that, I'll go for the inner join. See,
okay.
I want only the matching data. What is that? Column 1 and column, both matched columns is there, right? You see, you got this syntax, or you guys are getting any doubt on this syntax? Same only. I want to make it here inner join. While doing inner join also it won't work because there is no matching data in our account table. Okay.
Okay.
And the full outer join. So this is the one. 1 second. Yes. Full outer join. What is the mean of full outer join? Means I want full data from first table. I want full data from second table. So that is the nothing but something is happening after join. There is no full out. It's showing error. Maybe some syntaxes will. Okay. Okay, just remember this. We'll see that syntaxes later. Okay, full outer join is nothing but I need the information from full of table 1 and full of table 2. That time the full join will happen. There is no respective of that what if it is matched or not and all, it's not required. I want full data from full table, two tables. That time we'll go for that. So self join means the same table itself. I want to join myself. See, table 1 and table 1 and means the same table, and I want to join and I want to get the some information. That is called as self join. Okay. Any doubt till now? And what about where condition and all? You got clear, right? Is there any doubt for where condition when we go
Got it.
for the where condition and all?
Yeah, got it.
And finally, we have a having condition. Okay, having clause. So having clause means it's like a same like a where clause, but thing is we have to check aggregation functions like a max, min, average, sum, count, like that. After where clause, it's going to come having clause. Please select account balance from account. Having, I need a maximum account balance whoever have that table information I need. That is the, you want to check the aggregate functions. Okay, you got right. What is the max of current balance means what? Maximum balance maybe 1000, 2000, 3000 is data is there. In that maximum data means what? Maximum balance is what? 3000. So from that 3000, where I'm checking the aggregate function. This is the aggregate function, right? Max of current balance. I'm getting the maximum balance of thousands of lines, and then I'm getting the particular information, all data I'm going to get. Is there any doubt on this way having plots?
So it's kind of the same from where clause, right?
It's like a where clause only. Uh, but where clause is single row by row, we are checking the data,
Okay, okay.
right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
like employee ID equals to 1. But here aggregate functions like a sum of the data, max of the data, like min of the data, like that I'm checking. Average
Okay,
of the data, like aggregate functions you want to check means having clause you have to choose.
okay, got it.
Yeah. Nowadays, everywhere people will ask what is the find second highest salary. Write the query for this. The peoples will so many peoples are asking for that only. I simply went write this command for you guys. Okay. Select star from employee. Group by also is there. Group by is nothing but if you want to do the aggregate functions like a sum of the information, sum of the departments, and for example you have a different departments. So each department you have to group by line you want to come like a 2200 department is there, 2001 sorry 200 and 201 departments is there. You have to collect all the information in a line by line. First I need to get the information regarding 200 department. After that I need to get the information 201. So in that way we are going to use the group by. Okay, any doubt?
No, no.
So here what I'm trying to get this information means group by salary, order by salary, descending order means you know, right? So whoever got
Yeah,
the first highest salary, that person will come first. So and then I'm trying to get the 1 comma 1. This means first person who is the getting first highest salary, we are going to get the limit means here you want to return only one row. Okay, for that we are giving 1 comma 1. So this represents one row. This represents which data you want to store. For example, I want to say 2 here means second highest salary I want to print. This is the query for that. Before we see first highest salary. You are getting me or is there any confusion?
no, no, no. For second highest, we have to uh, change the limit only. Otherwise, the whole process is same.
Yes. Like a third highest, fourth highest. Like that we have a different see different way you can able to do the operations. Like we have a aggregate function salary, okay, from employee. So where salary in a, again I'm checking the max. So see here, select salary from employee minus of maximum salary. What does this mean? So first highest salary we are doing minus from this, so definitely the second highest salary will come, right? Your all selected data, all employee data, you are minusing highest first highest salary. Max of salary means it is going to return the first who have the greatest salary, that person will come in this select max of salary from the employee. So first highest salary if we remove means definitely it will come. If you run this application means it definitely it will return the second highest salary, right?
Yeah,
This is the way you have to write and you have to think and you have to write the queries for any data. Okay,
okay.
any doubt till now? on joins, on select query, update, delete, order by, group by.
No, no, no.
Okay. Yeah. Today I'm done. Okay. Any doubts and all? Tomorrow, JDBC Technologies, how we are going to insert the data from Java to DB. Now we are writing all the information like inserting the table, everything we are directly we are doing from workbench, right? I'm deleting the data using the commands directly from workbench. I don't want to touch the workbench. I want to do from my Java class. That we are going to see by tomorrow. And
Okay.
how we are going to connect the Java to database. The connectivity we are going to see by tomorrow.
Okay, Nilo.
Okay, just recall all these information. Okay, joins, select queries, update queries, and delete queries, drop table, and alter the table. You want to change the name of the column. For example, employees email is there. I want to change this column name as a email ID. Otherwise, I want to remove this email ID. That and all is alter the table. Okay. And one more thing here, while you are working on the table structure, okay, table structure, those we are calling as DDL, data definition languages. Okay, while you are working on retrieving the data or fetching the data, okay, from tables, that we call it as DRL. Okay, while we are inserting and updating data, deleting the data, these all are DML, data manipulation languages. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay.
so retrieval language means fetching the data. How we are fetching? Using select, right?
Yes.
And table structure and all, how we are going to do? Using create
Great.
and alter table also. You can change the column name means and all means you have to go with altered syntaxes. Okay. And finally, DML, data manipulation. You are inserting data
Update.
and update the data and delete the data. These all are coming like a data manipulation language. Finally, once you create creating the data and all, you need to commit the data. Permanently, you have to store, or temporarily, you have to store. Definitely, we have to store in a permanently, right? So for that, we have a transactional conditional language or transactional language. Okay, we have a commands like commit, rollback. Okay, commit means once you insert the data, you have to give the commit data. Okay, if you are using rollback means this command, for example, you did this. For example, you have, for example, here three. Third row I'm inserting, okay, to employee. I want to commit this data. No, I'll tell you how it is. I didn't commit the data, right? Now you are seeing three columns, right?
Yes.
I didn't commit my code, right?
Yeah.
I'm just doing rollback. Rollback is completed, right? Just see what and all data is available now. But thing is, if you give the rollback means it will remove this third row actually. But once you insert query, it's by default it is inserting the data to DB. I think so. You got me what I'm trying to say? If you give the commit means permanently the data will, okay, commit the data. And now I'm going to give the rollback. Okay, and now I'll see the data. So the thing is not happened properly. I'll check that thing. What is the exactly mean means you commit before commit. If you execute this rollback means this whatever we inserted recently data to your DB, that data will remove from our list.
Okay.
That is the intention of rollback and commit. Okay,
Okay.
because I'm working in a different areas like a commit, like a MySQL, SQL Server, and one more workbench is there, Oracle. So one area, one way it will show. Here how it will work, I'll check and I'll update you on this commit and rollback. But just remember what is DDL means. What is the DDL? What we are going to do in a DDL stage?
We do create
Mm,
alter.
Alter the table.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about the manipulations?
Manipulation, we insert, update, delete the tables,
Yes.
columns.
Yes. Data retrieval language means which commands, which one you are going to use.
Select.
Yes. This is what. Okay. Any doubt till now?
No.
No errors.
The basic information I covered from this session regarding SQL. Okay. If any doubt and all, just try to refer this all concept whatever I gave today. And then if you guys have any question means we'll see by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Anishka. Thank you, Suresh. Bye.
Thank you, Ramni. Bye
Mm.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.